Hey nerds, welcome back to my channel. Alright, so today is the anticipated video of all the food that was eaten on our Disney Wonder trip back in September. Now, almost all of this is going to be mostly good. There's going to be a few not so good things that we tried. I wouldn't say they were like bad. I would just say they were mediocre or fine. They'll do the trick, but they weren't like, these are so good, I would eat this again. So here we go. We're going to get this started. We're actually going to start off here with Cabanas. I give Cabanas 10 out of 10 for what it is. All right, so the first night we were at Animator's Palette for the Let the Magic Begin. So this was our Embarkation Day dinner. This was the chilled mango soup, 9 out of 10. The calamari, fried calamari, 9 out of 10. The pork tenderloin Wellington, 6 out of 10. It was all right. Not really good in the spice area. Pan-seared halibut. My husband wasn't a fan. It was 5 out of 10. The mint chocolate chip sundae, 10 out of 10. It's exactly what you would expect. Dark chocolate and raspberry bomb, 7 out of 10. This was actually better than I expected it to be. It doesn't look like much, but it packed a pretty good punch. All right. So once again, Cabanas, this is where we pretty much had breakfast every single morning. This is my first morning. As I had said before, 10 out of 10 for Cabanas. All right, next we're going to Tiana's. That's actually where we ate on our first full night. So we have the Gulf shrimp, the sauteed Gulf shrimp, 8 out of 10. It was very good. The ahi tuna tartare, 10 out of 10. If you're a sushi fan, get this. It's so good. The Eudora's artichoke ravioli, 6 out of 10. Big Daddy's roasted prime rib, 8 out of 10. And Charlotte LeBouf's bucatini pasta, 9 out of 10. It was actually the vegetarian option here, and it was very, very good. Not pictured in Tiana's that we did get, but I did not get pictures of, was Mama Odie's tomato soup and the New Orleans pepper pot soup, which were both 9 out of 10. Fantastic soups. All right, next we're going to have Palo, which is the exclusive dining, $45 a person to eat here. So it is outside of your normal cruise fare. All right, so you get a welcome drink with your meal. It's included, a mimosa, Bloody Mary, or something along those lines. So we have the celery soup. Celery soup was 9 out of 10. I actually thought that was great, not even expecting it to be as good as it was. The heirloom tomato and basil soup, 7 out of 10. It was soup. I mean, it was good. The chicken parm, both my husband and I had this, 8 out of 10. Everybody said this is the best thing on the menu. I can't speak to the best thing on the menu because, well, we only had so much. But it was very, very good. Like, it was definitely very good. 8 out of 10. The wild mushroom ravioli was a 10 out of 10. I thought this dish was so good. And then we have the seafood antipasti. There was a choice between a meat antipasti and a seafood. The meat one, 6 out of 10. I mean, it was meat and cheese. Really can't go wrong with it. The seafood antipasti was a 9 out of 10. If you're a seafood fan, especially that tuna, was so good. So good. Not pictured on here that we got was the meat and cheese antipasti, which I just told you, and then the sun-dried tomato goat cheese flatbread, 10 out of 10 on that flatbread. It was probably the best thing I ate that day. It was so good. This is going to be the regular Triton's menu. After this, we'll do the Pirate Night menu, which was also at Triton's. These are out of order in the way that we ate them. Pirate Night was first, and then regular Triton's was second, but we're just going to kind of go with it here. So this is the escargot. I know everybody's turning their nose up at this, like, oh my God, you ate it, but it was very, very good. Very good. I gave the escargot a 10 out of 10. Now I do like escargot, but honestly, my husband had one and he said it was good. and he's not a big escargot fan. I made one of my travel companions try it. So just, when you're on a cruise, just try it. Because ultimately you're only getting 6 of them there. And if you don't like it, they'll replace it with something else, or you just order it to try at the table. Like, go out of your comfort zone, try something new. Here we have the iced lobster and jumbo shrimp. Obviously, my husband ate the lobster before I got a chance to get that picture, so you just see the shrimp here. He gave this a 9 out of 10. He said it was very good. Lobster was cooked well. The shrimp was cooked well. It was all perfect. Next, we have the breaded and deep fried brie. 8 out of 10 if you like brie. It was very good. The duck confit. I loved this dish. I thought it was fantastic. Roasted filet steak. 10 out of 10. This is the best steak we had the whole trip. The Grand Marnier souffle. 3 out of 10. This one I was hugely disappointed in, because it is one of the most raved about desserts on a Disney cruise is the Grand Marnier souffle. And I can tell you it's to taste. Personally, it was not to my taste. I was not a super fan of it. I did not care for it. I didn't even finish it. This was probably one of the only things out of the whole dining experience that I actually did not finish. Because I didn't like it. Not to say that you shouldn't try it. Once again, you're on a cruise. They're not super large portions, so you're not being super wasteful. But get it and have everybody in your party try it. Try something new. This just happened to be my least favorite thing out of the whole cruise that I ate. And then this is the opera cake. Opera cake, 8 out of 10. Chocolate fan. It was very, very, very good. So Pirate Night, we did at Triton's. And this was the first theme night that we had, which was our Cabo night. Let's see, we had Treasure of the Sea, shrimp and scallops, which was an 8 out of 10. It was very good. We had the sirloin of beef, which was also very good. It has a very long and obnoxious name about the Flying Dutchman and whatever, but it was very good. 9 out of 10. And then we had this chocolate dessert. It was fine. I would say a 6 out of 10. And then Jack Sparrow's barbecue marinated short ribs, which was an 8 out of 10. And then the Castaway chicken breast, which was a 9 out of 10. I thought overall this dinner was actually very good. And then our final night at Animator's Palette. This was the night that you get the show. This is the night with the really cool menu and all of that. So here we're going to have the black truffle persets, 7 out of 10. I wasn't super fan. Serrano ham, 6 out of 10. Not for flavor, just for, it's meat and cheese and bread on a plate. So, flavor was there. It wasn't as impressive as some of the other things that we have had on this vacation. The lemon thyme chicken, 9 out of 10. It was very juicy, delicious. And then the grilled tuna steak, my husband gave a 4 out of 10. He said it definitely, flavor was there, but the flavor wasn't there. I'm sorry. Flavor was not there. It just wasn't super good. I think this was the thing that he least enjoyed out of the whole vacation. Teriyaki dusted Angus beef tenderloin, 9.5 out of 10, probably one of the best things I've had on the vacation. Next was the lemon icebox cake, another hugely talked about dessert that everybody enjoys. What I didn't realize at the time that I purchased it was that it was like a lemon cheesecake. So everybody at my table who likes cheesecake said it was very good. I do not like cheesecake. I am not a cheesecake fan. So this was very disappointing for me. I wasn't a fan of it. So I gave it a 3 out of 10. Everybody who likes cheesecake gave it a 9 out of 10. So once again, all to flavor here. So things that I really enjoyed, you might not. But it's worth giving it a shot and trying something new. Between the 2 days of Animator's Palette, the things that we ate that are not pictured, that I managed to not get pictures of, because sometimes we were just involved in conversation and eating and it just didn't happen. So anyway, we had a smoked salmon tartare, 7 out of 10. Tomato tart was 3 out of 10. Alaskan crab cakes, 10 out of 10. Probably some of the best crab cakes I've had. Butternut squash soup, 8 out of 10. And then a potato soup, which was 10 out of 10. All fantastic choices. So I added a little bit of a bonus here, just some of the extra stuff that we ate outside of the actual restaurants. This was the shrimp ceviche at Cabo Wabo. Very, very, very good. 10 out of 10 if you like sushi. Then we have the beignets at French Quarter Lounge. Not as good as the beignets in Disney World or Disneyland. Definitely not as good as the beignets in Louisiana. So if you're a super fan of beignets, I would skip these. They're not super great. I gave them a 4 out of 10 for beignets. Before our cruise, we actually went to Karl Strauss Brewing, where we had a whole bunch of food, as you can see on this table. We had pretzels, we had just a whole bunch of stuff. Everything there was fantastic. We ate everything on that table. It was very, very good. So if you're ever in San Diego and you're looking for a good brewery, the beers were really good, the food was really good, and everybody in there was super nice. It was called Karl Strauss Brewing. And then the night before our cruise, we went to the fish market located down by the pier, and we had a bunch of different seafood dishes, and I will tell you there was nothing on this menu that you're looking at that we did not enjoy. Last but not least, we have my travel companion stopped at a street vendor and got roasted street corn, Mexican street corn. I felt that there was something missing. It was lacking a bit in flavor for as much stuff as was on it. So I gave it like a 3 out of 10. Just because the flavor wasn't there. There just really was nothing flavorful about it. It was just corn and cheese, and I'm guessing hot sauce is what he put on the top there, but it really wasn't hot or even spicy, so I don't know. I thought it was missing a few key components there, especially the heat. And then we went to a brewery right there at the pier as we were waiting to get on the ship, and we had New England clam chowder and some fried shrimp tacos, both of which were very, very good. And there you go. That's all the food we ate on our Disney cruise. That was a lot of food. Whew, so much food. Little bit of wrapping up here. My all-time favorite all-around meal was Palo. Yes, you do pay extra for it, so if it is going to be extra, you would expect the food to be very good. But it was overall my favorite experience out of everything. But if we're talking about just the included menus, I thought that the regular Triton's menu overall had some of the best foods on it. I mean, I'm an escargot fan, so I was super stoked to try that appetizer, and I got to try it. Now, I know the dessert wasn't my favorite at Triton's. My favorite dessert was probably the chocolate raspberry bomb, because that was very good. One thing that I'm now remembering that I tried at Tiana's, I think it was Tiana's, that I did not get a picture of. They had a bomb that was a lemon flavored bomb. It was like a lemony type one. That was also very, very good. But yeah, I think the chocolate raspberry tart, or the chocolate raspberry bomb, was my favorite dessert. My favorite overall meal was Palo, and my favorite entree section outside of Palo that are in the included menus would be Triton's. I thought Triton's had the best overall meal. So, have you been on a Disney cruise? Have you had some of these foods? Have you had foods that I didn't list on here that are your favorites? Share with me in the comments and let me know what your favorite food was from your cruise. And if you've never been on a cruise, let me know out of what I had, what you think sounds the most interesting. So I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for being here. Continue to be the magic that you want to see in the world, and I'll see you all at the next video. Bye, everyone.